As members of Aberdeen College's Multimedia Centre, we were invited to take part in a cultural exchange with the ESB Media College of Dresden through the Leonardo da Vinci project. Under the direction of Paul Adderton and Russell Flett, 6 TV students and 4 photography students were selected to travel to Germany. The criteria for going were hard work, commitment and enthusiasm. The best of each class were selected. Sitting on the River Elbe, Dresden, the capital of Saxony, is a cultural centre of activity. Home to numerous architectural monuments has led this city to be known as the Florence of the North. As part of East Germany after World War II, Dresden was then occupied by the Russians and became part of the German Democratic Republic, which was an extension of the Soviet Union. This saw many new buildings and forms of architecture appear, such as Russian barracks, all built in a Soviet style, while the old town was left in ruins. In 1990, the Berlin Wall collapsed and Germany underwent reunification. What did this mean for Dresden? Former Russian barracks were torn down and left to ruin, while large sums of money were injected to rebuild the cultural heart of Dresden. The result has been that Dresden has become a city which has blended new infrastructure with old traditional German architecture. On the way to Dresden, we had no idea what to expect. However, when we got there, some students' first impressions were quite disappointing. The first building we passed, coming off the Autobahn, was a large derelict barrack, like someplace a horror movie would be set. The area around the hotel was badly graffitied, and there were numerous derelict buildings. Even the advertising was not encouraging. There were numerous posters for an erotic car wash. What the hell is an erotic car wash? As a whole, the group was a little concerned about what on earth we'd gotten ourselves into. We had been told prior to coming on the trip that Dresden was one of the most beautiful cities in the world. From first impressions, it was not looking that way, until we met our project developer, who organised the cultural exchange, Anja Dietl. On the day after we arrived, she took us on a trip to the heart of the city. By both day and night, the city was breathtaking. It was also amazing to see the stark contrast between the old and new within Dresden. But what was perhaps the most remarkable was that the entire old town was rebuilt after it was bombed in the Second World War. Between the 13th and 15th of February 1945, a series of controversial bombing raids left more than 35,000 people dead, and the city centre was beautiful architecture and rubble, including such buildings as the Freiherrn. In the space of 24 hours, most of us had fallen in love with the city of Dresden, and now we were really excited about what we would be filming. We were in Dresden to document Signet Art 2008. Signet Art is an international festival for computer-based art. We were going to be working with the ESB Media College to document every aspect of the festival, of which the footage was to be edited by ourselves and uploaded online. The meeting of the Scottish and German students at first was daunting, but once put into mixed teams, strong friendships were formed. Minor communication errors did occur. However, when one group was told that they'd be spending their time doing nothing but documentation, their sighs could be heard back in Aberdeen. 2 weeks of paperwork is enough to reduce most of the enthusiastic students to tears. However, it turns out documentation is how the German students refer to documentaries. With that cleared up, we got to work. We spent time going around the various exhibitions, some of which we decided were more weird than wonderful. Nevertheless, in true filming spirit, we got fully involved in capturing lots of footage from Signet and working in our production teams with our newly made German friends. Here are some of the daily news broadcasts we created.
We had 280 artists applying for this Wettbewerb, for this commission at Signet Art, and I was really intrigued by the standard of the projects that the artists sent in. We made a choice for the exhibition of the ones that kind of represent best what I would think changing atmosphere in the field. I think media art has gone through quite a lot of turbulence also within the past 20 years, and I think these turbulences have been extremely productive. So the works here in the exhibition show an attitude that is extremely differentiated. It's not naive anymore, as some of the early projects or presentations might have been in all over Europe when artists discovered technology.
Am heutigen Donnerstagabend, den 30. Oktober 2008, fand nun die Preisverleihung des 12. Internationalen Festivals für computergestützte Kunst Signet Art 8 im Festspielhaus Hellerau statt. Einen mit 5.000 € dotierten Preis erhielt Susanne Berkenheger für ihr Projekt Account Leichenbewegung, das auf nicht verwendete Accounts in Second Life aufmerksam macht. Ein weiterer, ebenfalls mit 5.000 € dotierter Preis ging an Jan-Peter Sonntags HD-Videoprojektion Lido. Der diesjährige Förderpreis der Kunstministerin, dotiert mit 10.000 €, wurde an Christoph Wachter und Matthias Juth für ihr Kunstprojekt PICD überreicht, eine Firewall zur Betrachtung von Webseiten.